Derrick Jaxn? Not Derrick Jaxn.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for coming back to A Dose of Samille. I am your host, Samille. This week I was going to talk about credit and building credit and what is credit. But you know what? Since all this news then came out over the weekend about this man, Derrick Jaxn, and allegedly found cheating or caught cheating, I wanted to put in my 2 cents since I think everybody else is about to put in their 2 cents. So I'm doing a video today without me on there because I am getting over a little cold, but I just had to say something about this. So, oh goodness gracious, the world of dating is in shock today because over the weekend, Mr. Derrick Jaxn, author, he's put out a couple of card games. He does YouTube videos to answer questions from women and men about dating. Let's just say a relationship expert coach. I don't even know if you put those two in the same, but anyway, has been caught cheating with a young lady by the name of Candace D. Mandarios, and I may be saying that wrong, so I did my best. I'm sorry, that's if you hear anything in the background, it's my trash truck. But I wanted to definitely speak on this because I was in shock, like a lot of other people. Some people probably not. Maybe some people seen this coming. I'm not too sure. I heard about this story on Tasha K's channel on YouTube. I believe it was Saturday. She might have recorded it Friday, but it was Saturday when I heard it. And I was like, not Derrick Jaxn, of all people, caught cheating on his wife of 4 years. Now, if you ever been to his Instagram, if you go through all his photos, it's maybe 1 or 2 pictures of him and his wife together that he put up recently. And I think since this alleged cheating had been going on. So it seems like what has happened is that Candace and Derrick are no longer. And so Candace came out with all of the receipts to expose this man of cheating on his wife. Now, Tasha K did talk to Candace, and she did say that she has been with Derrick. She has been with Derrick in their home where him and his wife resides. I believe they also met in Miami, maybe a time or two. I'm not here to bring receipts and to show proof. I just want to know how you all feel, especially if you were a listener of his content or read his books. How do you feel now that someone that we once got advice from about dating and posed as the example of what a man should be gets caught cheating? Are you done listening to his advice? Do you just listen to all the stuff that was beforehand before you knew about this cheating allegation? Or do you just drop it all together and just not listen to him anymore? So, to answer my own question, a friend of mine, a guy friend of mine, and I were talking yesterday as we went on a walk. He was saying that it's okay to have the guidance from a relationship coach from a male standpoint, because there are a lot of women that maybe did not grow up in a household with a father or older brothers or uncles that look down. So a lot of women, I think, go to male coaches because of that, and because of a man knows what another man thinks, or a man knows how another man is going to act in a certain situation. And I think that's why a lot of us women tend to flock to those men relationship coaches because of that factor. And there are a few more other male coaches that I pray none of this happens to, or none of this information comes out about. Um, so for me, I always listened with a grain of salt, because if you think about it, you can listen to this man give you advice. At the end of the day, you are still going to do what you are going to do. Now, there are instances where you do have your antennas up because you've listened to this relationship coach tell you what to look out for. Yes, that is a good thing, and that is why we do go to or listen to these relationship coaches, because we do want to have our antennas up. Sometimes we do overlook stuff that maybe a man can tell us is something that we should not overlook. But at the end of the day, ladies, men, whoever, it's trusting your own intuition, using a sense of discernment in situations, with relationships or anybody that you mess with, or friendships or whatever. I mean, like I said, it's okay to have that as something to look to if it's just something so complicated where you just need the type of advice that's going to help you get through a situation. But for everyday dating, it's really up to you, because you know how you want to feel. You know, if you're dating someone, if you like them and things are going well, then you know you're probably not going to be looking at a relationship coach. But if things are going sour or going south, that's when you kind of chime in to a relationship coach to see where this man's head is, where this man's head is, and what you could do about it to change it. And a lot of times in situations, women, we can't change no man. That's just point blank period. He wants to, he has to, he needs to change himself. We can't do it. And a lot of women go into situations where, you know, a man is not what they want or doesn't meet their standards, but they feel like, I can fix them. You can't fix no man. You have to fix yourself. And if the right man comes along to match what you have, then great. But it's useless and time wasting to try to think you are going to change a man. It's just not going to happen. I'm not giving advice. I'm just saying from what I know and what I've dealt with. So here we are, Mr. Derrick Jaxn, of all people to be out here cheating. Now, who do you listen to now when it comes to dating advice? Who you going to listen to now? I mean, there are, like I said, there are a couple of more male dating coaches that are out there. So do we just write off Derrick? Do we just listen to the stuff that we knew before we knew of him cheating? Or do we actually give some of these female coaches a try? Like, I mean, I think that, again, we listen to male coaches because we want to know the mindset of a male when we're dating. But a lot of times, we get into relationships for the wrong reasons. We haven't healed from past trauma. We haven't healed from past relationships. And we're jumping into situations with men, and we need to try to fix ourselves in order to know exactly what we want and what we know that we won't put up with. Which brings me to Saweetie. Saweetie. Is it Saweetie or is it Sweet? I know you all will correct me, but Saweetie and Quavo have now announced that they have broken up. Um, there is tweets, and it's sad because I don't know how to use Twitter. I'm actually scared of Twitter, but I feel like I'm gonna have to get on there to get certain information sometimes. But there have been tweets, Instagram posts that have been exchanged between the two. Seems like there was some infidelity on Quavo's part, and she basically said she's not going to stand for it. And he said that you're not the woman I thought you were. Now, there's been people speculating that he's saying that to say that, okay, I cheated, but you couldn't stay around and try to work things out. Like, we're trying to still figure out what he meant by you were not the woman I thought you were. And I guess in her mind, she probably like, well, you not the man I thought you said you were. So here we are. They have broken up. He has, I was reading, he has requested to get the Bentley back that he bought her. I think that she bought him a $300,000 watch. I don't know if she's asking for that back or not, but I think it's one of those things where if enough is enough, then enough is enough. And if she didn't want to go through any more cheating, then it was right for her to walk away, despite what any man has to say about this situation or anybody. You know when it's time to walk away from a situation, when it no longer serves you anymore. Now, I don't have to go into details to let you know when to walk away and what's the signs, but if you have the red flags, if you see the red flags, if you see the evidence of things that you don't like, it could be cheating, it can be somebody stealing money, it could be verbal abuse, it could be a number of things of why the relationship needs to dissolve. I just don't like the horrible things that have been said about this girl because she decided to jump ship. Basically, that's what she did, because she wants her peace, and a lot of us should want our peace, and a lot of us should be jumping ship on situations, maybe something similar to that. But also, another thing that kind of bothered me was the double standard, or is the double standard in the world. So, Saweetie was on an interview on Revolt TV with her ex-boyfriend, Justin Combs, and the host and Justin was asking her a series of relationship questions having to do with relationships, sex, dating, just everything. So, one of the last questions the host had asked her, and I am going to look at this because I wanted to make sure I had the details correct. It was called, during the last segment, Shoot Your Shot. Layboy asked the star if her man was doing everything perfectly, would she give him, her man, a threesome? It says the rapper shocked the room by saying, end quote, "So a threesome, right? I normally talk to men who are cultured, who have been around the world, who know a lot of people. And because he's doing right, I'm going to give him the honor of picking the nigga we having a threesome with." That couldn't have been no better answer. But no, the internet and men on the internet are saying that, oh, she's a hoe and she's a pass around, and that's that's a slut and blah blah blah. Like, if she had said another woman, the men would have been like, yes, 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 that's right, that's right, that's right. Get another woman and blah, 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 just to fulfill their fantasy. But she said, I'm going to give you the honor of picking another nigga. That don't mean she's ran through or no slut. No, that just means that she likes what she like. And I think she was more so being sarcastic about the question, because I don't think that it's something that she really wants to do in her relationship. So again, here we have double standards, where it's okay for a man to have a threesome with two women and he's called the man and that's that nigga and blah blah blah. But when a woman says she wants two men, oh, she's a hoe, she's a slut. Why is that? And that's something in the comments that I want to know. I've always wanted to know, why is that a man can come out here and pull his dick out, sorry YouTube, pull that thing out wherever he go, and he's that nigga, or he's the man, or he's the player, he's a pimp, blah blah blah. But if a woman wants to be free with her body and do what she wants, oh, well, she's a slut, she's a hoe, she's ran through, she's passed around. Like, that's stupid to me. Like, we all grown. If you fucking, you most likely you're grown, okay? So why is it that there's always a double standard? There should not be. I mean, you're a man, I'm a woman. I can think for myself. You can think for yourself. You can go out the door and fuck 2, 3, 4, 5 girls in 1 week, and it's okay. But if I do it, then I'm a slut. That's not right. Either we both gonna be sluts and hoes, or we both gonna be that nigga or that bitch at the end of the day. And I don't even talk like that for real. But it just upsets me that the double standard is so real out here. Like, men and their feelings and their egos get hurt when women really tell them shit that they probably ain't ready to hear. So, I digress, and I don't know if I'm using that right, but I just had to breathe on that one. But I hope you like what I said. Like I said, I didn't really want to get into all the specifics of what's going on and the details. I just know that there's tweets out there, there's Instagram posts about all of this going on. So yes, do your research. But in the meantime, I would love for you all to come back. So subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so you know when I upload. Like I said before, I try to upload 3 or 4 topics in a week that relate to each other. So next week, I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about, which was credit and establishing and rebuilding and all that. But I had to talk about this because this Derrick Jaxn just blew me out the water. And to be honest, we shouldn't be looking at celebrities as a relationship goes. Now, of course, you have that couple like Sierra and Russell, but your relationship goals should be your own self and who you're with. You know what feels right. He knows what feels right. You know what's right for you. He knows what's right for you, what's right for him. So putting that together, then that should create a great bond and relationship. But I never really saw Saweetie and Quavo together in my head. That was just not one of those couples I was like, I just don't see them together like that. But anyway, I want y'all to comment down below and tell me what you all think of both situations. If you're going to still follow Derrick Jaxn advice, or you just going to drop him by the wayside. And how you feel about, Saweetie actually just taking the step and walking away and it being okay. And her still voicing her opinion about this threesome question. So let me know down in the comments and I will get back to y'all later. Bye-bye.